Donald Trump, the most talked about figure in recent months. Everyone from gold investors to cryptocurrency traders is closely following this man. His election victory gave an incredible momentum to the cryptocurrency markets. In fact, the first trigger in Bitcoin's journey to $110,000 was Trump becoming the President of America. Later, his positive remarks about cryptocurrencies significantly boosted various American origin cryptocurrencies. During this period, he did not have any negative statements about Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency markets. But he caused serious damage to the market, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Trump's curse still lingers in the markets. When Trump launched his own meme coin, it was actually presented as positive news for the market. So Trump is also interested in altcoins, etc. However, most of the existing money went to Trump coin, and this harmed the altcoins. And this situation actually turned into a trend, friends. As you know, later his wife also launched a cryptocurrency, similarly a meme token on the Solana network. And then the same thing happened in Argentina. In fact, this situation was at a level of fraud. Again, money from existing altcoins was instantly transferred here, and later it became difficult to recover. A token he was even launched in the name of CZ's dog on the BNB chain side. Many tokens were launched in the name of CZ's dog. Of course, CZ didn't launch these, the communities did, so we can say it's more innocent. And even Ronaldinho, you know, the former star football player, even he somehow got involved in this trend. This guy's token is still listed on some exchanges. But of course, it's a very risky and insecure coin. Of course, these were opportunities. I mean, we could have done a hit and run or shorted it when it pumped, right, at certain stages, or we could have entered as soon as the news was announced. As coin engineer, we evaluated Trump and especially Melania from very good points. Similarly, on the BNB side, we made good money through Broccoli and other similar tokens. However, when we look at the big picture, this is not something we actually want. It was more about the increase of project-based cryptocurrencies that we have been waiting for years to grow, rise, and increase in value. Friends. However, we found ourselves in a process where they were actually declining. Especially during these trend periods, while we hoped to see charts increasing by 10% daily, we encountered coins that rose more than 1,000% overnight. Of course, this actually disrupts all these dynamics. In fact, during Trump's meme coin process, it was even listed on Binance TR. It happened quickly. Many people took advantage of the opportunity from here. Of course, with such manipulative assets, quickly selling and escaping, in other words, pocketing your profit, is the most logical and safest, friends. In short, we experienced declines. Friends, we all felt this already. There's no need to even explain it. I mean, I call this Trump's curse. Trump didn't make any statements criticizing altcoins or cryptocurrencies. He didn't say anything bad, but he actually harmed the markets and continues to do so, especially after the customs tariff issues emerged, let alone them emerging. With his daily statements, he significantly increases volatility. Those trading on the futures side are experiencing major difficulties. You can already see the chart in front of you. The graph of the last month shows significant declines. Today, in this video, I will talk about all this chaos. What awaits us in the short term and the long term? Is it possible to make a prediction about these? I will also mention an explanation that you will particularly like in this video, so I suggest you watch carefully. Grab your tea or coffee, sit back. After this video, at least the big picture will be more exciting in your mind. Now, friends, every day we encounter a new statement or news about Trump. All the moves Trump makes affect us. Let's accept this now. Donald Trump has become an important figure in the cryptocurrency market. And even he seems to continue being the biggest figure in 2025. However, Trump has a habit. Friends, it was like this during his former presidency as well. And it's the same now. An inconsistent man. A man who loves to manipulate events, to manipulate sentences. Today he might make a very clear statement to instill fear in the markets, but tomorrow he might speak more moderately. He's actually a peculiar kind of man. For example, here is a statement from Lutnick. Friends, Lutnick is one of Trump's men, the Secretary of Commerce. Let's translate this into Turkish. As you can see, he said that Trump might reduce tariffs on Canada and Mexico. The details of the news are also included here. However, on the same day, not long after, Trump makes a statement to the contrary. Similarly, we also share the Coin Engineer news on Telegram. Look, there are very inconsistent statements like this. Trump is considering reducing tariffs on Canada. A few days later, another statement comes. He says he will increase Canada's tariffs, etc. So, what is the reason I'm saying all this? Friends, In the short term, we cannot expect volatility to pass. It's easy to predict what will happen in the long term, but anything can happen in the short term. For what the purpose is Trump doing this? We cannot know as part of which strategy he is doing this. But the volatility is not over yet. As long as Trump is in charge and continues to make such statements rapidly, we must be prepared for this. Therefore, those trading in the futures market should definitely manage their risks well. If we are to speak for the long term, we can base it on David Sachs's statement. As you know, this is the guy dealing with crypto affairs at the White House, and it already says crypto czar here. In short, Trump. And as you know, Bitcoin reserves have also been approved. This is actually very positive news. The market was dreaming of these things years ago. However, the market even misunderstood this. That is, it believed that the decision was solely based on Donald Trump or the American government not selling their Bitcoins. However, that's not the case, friends. He already made a statement about this. If we examine this in detail together, you will see it too. Let's delve into this from here. Let me translate it into Turkish for you. The details of the Bitcoin reserve issue are located here. You can look into the details of this. Friends, it's not a very long text. But, to briefly summarize, actually yes, the first event is correct. In other words, Bitcoin will never be sold by the American government. And they already hold a significant amount of Bitcoins, the ones seized by the FBI. In short, the Bitcoins they own will never be sold by America. They will continue to hold on to them. But it's not limited to this, friends. The market interpreted this negatively because this detail is somewhat ambiguous. Otherwise, Bitcoin is becoming a reserve. Bitcoin is falling on the other hand. Interesting situation. So why did it reflect negatively on the Bitcoin price? If you ask this, according to what's written here, friends, according to the announcement, the government will not create a burden on the public, meaning it will not buy Bitcoin with money coming out of the public's pocket. This is already required in a liberal economy. Friends, if you look at Donald Trump's policies or the speeches Elon Musk makes on these political stages, they advocate for the reduction of the state, at least in terms of taxes, to reduce the burden on the public. So this is a reasonable thing. In other words, he says that the state will not buy Bitcoin or anything with the people's money. This is not a bad thing either. However, this does not mean that Bitcoin will not be purchased, or that the number of Bitcoins in America's possession will not increase. So how can the American government increase the number of Bitcoins without using the money it collects from the people? This is not a small thing, friends. If it implements a few of these measures, it already means hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins. We are talking about a state. For example, it can issue bonds related to Bitcoin. In other words, government bonds. This would again reflect positively on the Bitcoin price. Apart from this, it can convert other assets it holds into Bitcoin. I'm talking about its gold or silver, for instance. The American government can convert to Bitcoin. This would not harm the public either. It would simply be using an asset it already possesses. Apart from this, of course, it can develop strategic partnerships. Again, it can increase Bitcoin without spending money from its own pocket. And of course, if it wants to compete with China, it can turn to mining, friends. So how can the American government mine without spending money from its pocket? You might ask. They can convert the government's existing energy facilities, which are unused or inefficiently used, into Bitcoin mining operations. They can mine. They can use electricity to extract Bitcoin. Each is an option. In short, friends, there's no absolute need for public money. The government can increase the number of Bitcoins through various means. Building a reserve site is quite good news. Therefore, in the long term, especially the Bitcoin side is quite positive. In short, there's actually nothing to worry about on the Bitcoin side. The news about the Bitcoin reserve is quite significant and major news. The market currently contains serious manipulation. Don't let this spoil your mood. Friends, I hope this video has been able to provide you with some vision. Take very good care of yourselves. We can also conduct more detailed analyses. Take very good care of yourselves. If you want to see more videos like this, you can hit the like button. Bye. I look forward to your nice comments.